focusing on weddings, DJing at weddings, and then I was just like, the industry needs a UK presence. It needs UK Bhangra. There doesn't seem to be any sort of UK Bhangra. There's a lot of hip hop. There's a lot of different urban. There's whatever. No, I'm not knocking it. It's just what it is. But it's not getting played on the dance floors. All this stuff gets played on dance floors. As a DJ, put your DJ hat on, and it's just like, okay. And I was just like, you know what? I need to do something. I spoke to Indy. I was like, you want it? And he goes, let me hear it. He heard the songs, and that's it.
Salute, man. Salute, my dear bro, man. Salute, salute, salute. You ain't even playing about, man. So at the end of the day, so would you say regarding creative scope and freedom, and would you say you're lucky then that you're working with 3Q media, or records? You're lucky because when you put an idea across, Indy's not saying, well, nah, or people are scared of signing to labels because of number one. They don't have control of the release dates. I've heard scare stories of major, bigger labels in the Asian music industry having a banger track, right, just sit on the shelf, gathering dust and not releasing.
I can tell you a few stories as well, but I'm telling you, I think, look, with 3Q, it's not a label, it's a family. I think it's a movement, and I think that's the way that we look at it, right? It's not there's no superstars, there's no egos. It's look, we're all here for the music, and with 3Q, they heard my vision. They know what I want to do. They respect that, and I respect the movement as well. But look, we're not. It's not a record label. It's a family, and I think we've all got one goal. It's just to promote the UK scene, and that's why I joined it. Right? I want to be able to express myself in the music. I want to be able to sort of look at what's out there and what's working, what's not working, and I'm my biggest critic. So. Star that came out, I think we mixed it down like 5-6 times, because I wasn't happy with it, So
that'll lead me to the next question, actually, about you being a fuss pot. So
no,
basically,
100%. I think what, I spoke to Indy yesterday. I said, are you fed up with me yet? And he goes, nah, not yet, man.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, man. You know what it is. But the thing is, we can see that it's working, right? You have to be a perfectionist, but unfortunately you can be a perfectionist here, but then there's too far, you can go too far that way. I've got so many songs just sitting there, they're outdated now because I was too much of a perfectionist. If I don't think that it's going to work, if I don't feel 100%, I'm not releasing it.
Boy, bro. Okay, so do you have someone else in your life with sonic ears which listens to your projects, right, and says, Ritz, you're being too fussy, this is a banger, stop nitpicking?
I think I've got the biggest, I hate using the word fan, right, but the biggest fan I got is my wife. She's pushed me to come back into this, and she's just like, look, you need to do it. She's critical, right? So she will say, I'm not feeling this, I'm not feeling that. But the way that I've always been is that you're never going to please everyone. So what I stopped doing is, when we had the first album, we did a listening party where we selected a few people from different backgrounds and to listen to it. Look, you're never going to please everyone, yeah? And now social media is so prominent, people are going to be negative about it. People don't want to be happy for you, but you know what? Look, it's music, right? If I've got one person that loves my song, which is not me, then I'm happy.
Oh boy, bruv, that is actually that's a great philosophy, man. So basically, I was brought up in Wolverhampton, right? Yeah. So you guys in Birmingham are a bit more posh. Yeah, you guys are a bit more posh, right? So it's all about, for me, I want to be as close to the digital village as I can to do my shopping. Yeah. So would you say that's a regular haunt for you?
Yeah, man, obviously, digital village.
Bruv, we literally used to have just old friends there, and they used to hook us up discounts and everything, man. We used to be like proper looked after over there. The amount of money we must have put into that place, like, you know what I mean, like over 20 grand, like back then, like, you know.
Back then.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to get at, bruv, is your. Can you take us through your releases? You know what I mean, like literally. So what was your first actual release?
First one was Then Other Glassy back in 2009. Then we dropped Now Nibini with Raj as well. We dropped Then after that with Bubble, which is like a Hindi Punjabi vibe. Then we released like JD Vodka. We released Fudgy Song. The last song I released was with Bakshi Billah, John Denner. Actually, I did 3 songs on G Deep's album back about 6-7 years ago. So yeah, it's done a few songs, isn't it?
Salute, bro, man. So you've done quite a few songs. How have you found lockdown for you personally? Like, because I know that us London boys and girls, we had it different to you Midlands boys and girls, man.
Lockdown's all about reflecting on yourself and keeping the people around you that's important and motivate yourself. Look, you can go through a hard situation in life. You have to be sort of mentally strong. You have to be there for people that are sort of vulnerable. I found it personally. I found it great. If it wasn't for lockdown, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. I'd be still DJing at weddings. I won't release any. I probably wouldn't release music. This studio got built in lockdown, and it's been for me. It's been a plus.
Okay, brilliant, man, brilliant. So like, you never. Obviously, you were impacted by the whole wedding scene and having no wedding scene, yeah, and that then bought you time to focus on studio time, yeah, and recording and working on.
Probably not even studio time. I started making music again this year. So last year, there was none of this. Literally, probably from February, I built all this. So I moved house. My old studio PC was in a box for ages. I was like, never going to use it again. You know, I'm just DJing at weddings. That's it. You know, I've got time off now. I can relax. And then, you know, something clicked.
Man, so what was that? Let's talk about that moment for when everything clicked, where you made your decision in your head.
Started off, I sort of upgraded from a PC to a laptop, which you can see over here. Got a little keyboard. I was sitting on a sofa, and I thought, let me upgrade like the software just to mess around with. So I went from Cubase 5 to Cubase 11, and then I started watching these videos, and I was like, whoa, this is some serious stuff. Then I had the Glassy with Raj's vocals. I thought, let me just put that in there. Let's just see what happens. And then, man, I created a vibe. I said to the wife, I said, what do you think of this? She goes, have you just done that? I was like, yeah. And then,
my dear brother, man, I'm gonna just drop it to you this way, man. You jumped all the way from 5 to 11, yeah?
Yeah, man. I went from 0 to 100 just like that, bro. That's how long I've been out of the game. You get me?
Bruv, you went from the big ugly dongle to the little dongle, yeah?
100%. I ain't gonna plug it. I ain't take it out, but yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Salute, man. Salute to meeting another Punjabi banda in the industry who actually has seen a Steinberg dongle and not really the cracked version.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, and look, I'm a massive Steinberg fan. I've always loved Cubase all the time, and like literally now, when I mix and master my stuff, I even say to the studios, "What you running?" And if they're running sort of Logic or Pro Tools or anything like that, I'm like, no, thank you. He's that bad, and I've got that much of an obsession.
Bruv, we've been having these debates, yeah, with all the audio geeks, yeah, for a while, because they're like hardcore Pro Tools, man, because they work in the film audio thing as well. I'm just saying, come over to Nuendo, which is part of the Steinberg family anyway, for film scoring. You know what I mean? And they're working on some big sessions as well, like with massive track counts. Now, what sample rate and bit rate, whatever it is, are you working at? Is it 2496, 44.1? You know,
44.1.
Okay, have you experimented with 2496?
I have done. Um, the thing is, I use a lot of live instruments in my music.
Wow. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
see like Sangi, Dorki, all that sort of stuff. So it depends on what that is recorded on as well. But I personally, for what I'm comfortable in 44. I
Salute,
have
my bro.
experimented with 48 as well, and I have experimented with 29 as well. But for me, 44 is sort of the vibe in it.
Yeah, but I'd imagine that, yeah, you got a very powerful system. 'Cause that laptop looks like one of them Alienware things, to be honest, isn't it?
Yeah, so MSI in it. So it's
MSI. But it's a powerful bit of kit, mate. That is, you know what I mean? I'm not even kidding. Like, because if you look at in the early days when I started out in production, like, wow, what you've got now in terms of technology is shocking.
it keeps evolving. Keeps evolving. Like literally, this is probably outdated already. Do you know what I mean?
So what is next on your purchase list then for the studio?
Probably a fridge for drinks. Like honestly, the amount of water that I drink is unbelievable. I've actually got like a lemonade at the moment, which I hardly drink like fizzy drinks, if I'm honest with you, unless it's with like, like Darrow or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's definitely a fridge. Fridge has got to be here, man. Fridge or a sofa.
Yo, bruv, make sure that fridge runs quiet though, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, this is not this is only a production suite. It's not. I don't record it here, so usually I'll work in my headphones. Most of my work is done on the headphones, so yeah, it's all good, isn't it?
Have you like experimented with this software? Sonarworks regarding headphones for the mix work. I know we're getting a bit techie over here right now,
Yeah.
but literally it'll flatten because each individual headphone. Like let's say this is I think these are K271 Mark IIs over here. It will actually analyze the curve and they'll make a counter curve to flatten out the line, and in theory that should give you easier. But I know we're talking about mixing on headphones, and it's not ideal to mix on headphones and all the rest of that, so to say. And
No, mixing on headphones is fine.
Yeah.
I don't mix and master in my own songs because I'm too involved in the song. I'm too close to it. So I roughly mix it, if that makes sense, because I know what I want it to sound like. So I'll then burn it out, and then obviously the engineer looks at it, and I tell them how I want it. But I don't mix and master my own stuff. When I'm working to stuff, I've got a mixer over here that I want certain levels to be higher than lower, if you understand what I mean. And yeah.
Wow. So when you're actually tracking in, you're actually going through the mixer and setting levels there.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Salute, man. Salute. So is that an analog board?
It's a DAW mixer.
Okay. Wicked. Top man. Right. What's your favorite?
It's not mixing. It's just literally just for me, because obviously, as you know, when you're making songs, you've got 40, 50, 60 different layers going on at the same time. If you have everything to max, it's just going to be like, whoa, you're not going to get that vibe, right?
And I like the way you use the word vibe as well, because people underestimate the value of vibe coming into a studio or a production suite to work. I think vibe is the most important thing. Vibe and mood. Yeah, because if that's there, you're going to have an amazing day. So are you one of those producers, right? I'm just going to say it straight as it is, my bro. Do you dream about something, and how would you lay that down? Do you think, damn, I got to get to the studio? Or, what happens when you got something in your head?
I used to be like that. I used to literally dream about it, but my probably worst obsession is before bed. So you're lying there, you're thinking like, yo, I need to do this. But literally I'm next door, so I can do it.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky, man. Very, very lucky. Because before we used to have like a studio facility in the Midlands in Wolverhampton, where it was like a unit. And if you know Wolverhampton, there's an area called Blakenhall, right, in Wolverhampton. And basically that means, right, by night time, the thieves and that they will come out, mate, and they were literally, at that time, they were taking off your roller shutter doors, right, and weighing them in. They were taking the iron grates on the industrial estate and they're just weighing them in as well. They were vanishing was like, we can't believe this is happening on the industrial estate. I'm not going to say which estate it is, but we literally had to track and do all the work at night time, and sleep by day because for security reasons over there. But it's just absolutely brilliant. Now, your favourite food and why?
Chicken wings.
Why did they help you fly? Why?
110%. Chicken wings all day, every day. I dream about it. That's what I dream about, bro.
Bruv, I think it's because the quality of the food that you've got over there is better than East London, I'd imagine.
No, man. Chicken wings is universal.
Nah. You come, bruv.
I'll be in East, man. Don't worry about that. I'll be Manor Park and stuff, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no wings there.
Oh, mate, brilliant. Who inspires you and motivates you musically? Obviously, your dad's a massive input because you're lucky to have a dad like that.
I can't put it down to one person. You know what? Everyone that makes music, everyone that listens to music, everyone that dances to music, every single human in the world, simple as that. That inspires me.
Oh, that's deep, man. That's very, very deep, man. That's proper. Okay, now this one. Your 3 favourite songs from other artists and why?
Oh, okay. So, Yal Bolda, Bindarakia. I don't have to say that. I don't have to say anything about that. You know what I mean? I'll say Mitra the Nachal there by Haji Rahman, another banger.
Yeah, of course.
And see, there's so many, but when you ask me a question, it's got to come from your head straight away, right?
Nah, bruv. This is my show, bruv. This ain't like no big time, regulated. And you take your time, mate. We're all right.
What I mean is that when you ask you a question, when it comes to your head, like straight away, you should say it at the top of your head, right?
Yeah.
You ask me like food, chicken wings, boom, straight away, right?
Yeah.
So I think the third song would be Aja Ni Aja, Ashi.
Oh man.
I drop that every show, and he still kicks it.
Amar Arshi, yeah. I used to know his auntie. Believe it or not, like, because she was friends with my mum, and yeah. She always used to talk really, really highly of her nephew, man. You know what I mean? So, may God rest her soul, man, and may God, it's true, yeah. People passing away, which are brilliant in the industry. We can make a massive list of people which have passed away. Because I kicked off the show with a DJ APS Bindrakia remix, man. The way he's done it was absolutely sick. You got to check that out at the start of the show. Have you ever lost motivation or hit a hurdle? And how did you handle it?
Well, yeah, I left the industry for like 8 years, so.
Cool. But what was the reason why you left the industry? There must be a list of reasons.
How deep do you want to go?
Let's go deep, bruv, man. Let's go deep, man. Let's pull that shovel out, man. Let's dig, man. Like how people dig up firearms, man. Let's do it, man.
The Asian industry will never be like the mainstream industry because we can't be happy for one another. It's as simple as that, right? It's as simple as that. It's not just about music; it's about everything, right? I do weddings, right? And one family's got Smirnoff on the table, so the next family they're like, no, we have to have one better than that. We have to, it's always about that. It's not about, let's work together. You don't get many. It's all about money, right? And I understand money makes the world go around and all that malarkey, but the Asian industry will never be like the mainstream because artists won't approach each other and say, let's work on the vibe. Forget the money. Let's just work on it for music, for the passion. There's always a motive. Yeah, and I'm just like, you know what? Forget this.
Wow. What it's true what you've said about I have to agree with what you said, especially regarding the Punjabi community and the one-upmanship and outdoing each other.
It's not the Punjabi community, it's the Asian community. It's look, at the end of the day, the Bhangra industry is not surrounded by Punjabis; it's surrounded by Asians. There's a lot of diversity behind the scenes, in the scenes, everything. But look, it's all about egos. People want fame. People want. For me, it's like the music. If someone, even now, I get messages from people like who are newcomers saying, "Look, I'm a singer." I said, "Look, send me a vibe. Send me what you got, right? If you're good, I'll work with you. I don't really care about how big or small you are. Simple as that."
Salute, salute. I actually know that because you wouldn't be on my show because I'm not exactly the most big time presenter in the world, am I? If you think about it, and I do everything on a shoestring budget and I work damn hard.
Nah, we're here for the music, man. It doesn't matter, man. It's an honor to be on the show.
Thank you, sir. That means a lot to me, man. Thank you, man. It's an honor to be having you on the show, man. Salute. All right, so we were going deep, man. So you've made the point about not being happy for each other, which is very, very, very true, man. And even, let's take it further, they could even attempt to sabotage each other. How about that?
100%. It's like that, man. Like even TV, radio as well. Certain radio stations, they don't want to play you. They don't want to. It is what it is, right? All you can do is put good vibes and good energy out there and hope for the best.
I like the way you curved that one. That was good. You basically kept that run professional, man. Top man, bro. You could have gone deep. You could have gone hard there. You could have landed the full power. Bam! But you didn't. Salute, man. But the thing is, yes, you are right, man. So regarding the DJ world, I like the point you made about the vodkas. You used that as an example. You know what I mean? So did that actually happen with the vodkas?
Yeah, mate, it's happened before. We're one family had Ciroc. They were like, okay, they booked us again. They were like, okay, they had Ciroc. We have to have Grey Goose, and then it's just like, it's just ever endless.
Oh mate.
Keeping up with the Joneses, right? That's what it's about.
But still, one thing I gotta say about the Midlands, Fidavi like Rona Kundiya, like you get to sit down with your people, whether it could be at the pub, where it could be at any other place. If you're a religious person, it'd be at the Gurdwara, community centre, that you have that. But over here, literally in London, my experience being here 11 years. Like you got your cousins, your masya, you just don't see them in years. They may live on the other side of London. I'm in East, they're in West. Everyone's just paying their mortgage. Everyone's literally just running to and from work on the underground, living their life like a little rat. So at least you have that sort of sense, community spirit. I don't think there's not any community spirit not over here, mate. It's mad.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, you come with nothing, you end with nothing in life. You just need to make the most of it. You can't work every single day and just have nothing. It's just pointless.
Thanks for describing my life, man. Thank you. Man.
I'm sure it's not like that, bro. I'm sure it's not.
All right, so tell me a funny studio or live performance story.
Okay. I nearly missed my flight to my launch party because I was in a kebab house in Ladypool Road.
You let some the Ladypool Road kebab house slow you down.
So I was in the studio all day.
Yeah.
We went to get some food. And even my old man rang me because at the time I was living at home. I was young then. It was for JD Voga. We had a launch party in Malaysia. And he's like, do you realise that you have not packed and you got to leave in 3 hours? I was like, no worries, man. No problem at all. I was just like, let me just finish off my food.
Boy.
And I basically got there an hour before the flight. So I was lucky.
You're very, very lucky, man.
But that kebab was banging. That's all I'm going to say to you.
It should be banging, man, on Ladypool Road as well. Wow. I don't think you understand how good you've got it with quality. It's got to the point where I missed Mom's roti so much, right? I was literally I missed roti and food like that. You know what I mean?
You guys don't have mixed grills or anything, can you?
Nah. If you go Southall, you
got Regency as well. Regency. They got Sun and Sands. Where's Sun and Sands? That's Finchley Road, isn't it?
That's far, man.
West, isn't it? Yeah. But listen, Midlands, every corner you got a mixie place. I'm telling you, it's got to a point. Let me tell you, brother, right? It's got to a point where every mixie is just like standard. It's like, oh, you know what? I don't want a mixie anymore. That's where it's got to.
No, no way, no way. Is there one you can recommend, like in Birmingham?
None of them, man. They're all. No, I'm joking. They're all wicked, bro. They're all wicked.
Wow. So put it this way. That's a funny story, actually, man. To make it an hour just before your flight, because that could have gone bad for you, you know.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, trust me, man. Trust me. That I think like, everyone would have been like absolutely cheesed
But
off at you, man.
you know what? It wasn't it wasn't like being arrogant, like, oh, I'm just gonna get her. It was just literally, I was in
Hunger.
the studio all day, and I really wanted to play that song in Malaysia. I actually didn't even get to finish the song, and I was like, I need to eat, and yeah, it was just. I thought, go home quickly, boom, pack everything. Got there. I think my sister dropped me off to the airport. You know, I was obviously living that yard at the time with the rents, so yeah, it was. You live and learn, don't you? Right. So now we're more prepared.
Oh, salute, man. Very true. Now, I shouldn't really. Should I ask it or should I not ask it? Collaborations, yeah. Who? Because I don't want you to ruin the element of surprise. So we could basically ignore that. Like, I wasn't asked who would you like to collaborate with and why.
Ask me.
Okay, so who would you like to collaborate with and why, bro?
Anyone that can sing.
Wow.
Any single person out there that can sing from around the whole world. If you can sing and you want to make people dance, hit me up. Simple as that.
Yo, salute, man. Salute. That's deep, man. A good answer as well. This. Hold on, we are August, innit? So a couple of months left for till the end of the year, man. So, what else can we expect from you this year? Has that been cheeky to ask that?
No, I got we've actually shot the video. New songs coming out next month in September.
Acha. All right.
Got a song ready for October and a song ready for December. So I'm back. I'm back.
Salute, man, and hopefully we will be grateful if we can get an exclusive maybe on my show. I'll be very happy, even if it's just a couple of days in advance or.
100%. Well, we'll sort it out, bro.
Yes, the power of corruption and Rishvat Kar Bhangra Pa.
Listen, the key to my heart is chicken wings, isn't it? So don't worry about it.
Salute, man. Salute. Right. So this is a bit of a deeper question, right? Is there anything you've been wrong about? You know, you've changed your mind about, and you had one perception of something, then you suddenly changed it sonically, or like you had an approach towards something, then you realised it was wrong. I know it's a bit deep, but that's the question.
I think, look, when we mixed Then Are the Glassy down 8 times before we released it,
Yeah.
we went with the second version in the end. You always, you're always going to sort of like perfect your sound and how it sounds and how it comes out. It's just one of those ones.
Boy, I think to make you feel better, I think MJ did their mix beat it like 92 or 93 times,
Yeah.
and they ended up going with the second take in it, the second mix of it. So
it's one of those, and look, you can carry on, keep perfecting it, but you got to put it out there. I'm fortunate that obviously I DJ at weddings and I just drop a song in without announcing it or anything, and people are like, "What song was that?" I was like, "Coming soon." That's all I say. So it's good, right? You can keep perfecting what you want. It can be a bad thing at one stage because you can keep perfecting it. Then at the Glassy itself, although I mixed it down 8 times differently, I made actually probably so many different versions of it.
wow.
So many versions of it, like reggaeton, reggae, Bhangra. I even sped it up from 96 BPM to like 120 to do like a sort of dance groove on it. It's just, as you can imagine, that there's so many different versions, but you have to go with your heart and your head.
Salute, bro. So in a way, I'm gonna drop it in a So it's like your Cadbury's and you're making the chocolate, but at the same time you're Mr. Singh at the sweet shop as well. So you're delivering the product as well. So therefore you're watching the response. So you being a DJ, you can see how the crowd reacts, crowd response, and also the nightmare of mixing, which is sub frequencies and bass, and how bass translates.
I don't think it's a nightmare at all, bro. I think mixing down is probably one of the most beautiful things in the world.
Salute, man. Salute. So, like I said, for you to do 8, and you're lucky that you said you got your missus there as well, and you actually put together like a select sort of group of people, and they're all good at certain things. And if you have like a universal show of hands or whatever, say, yo, this sounds banging, this is the one, and then you go with that one. One point I did want to raise earlier, because you were talking about mixing for streaming platforms, because that is the norm today, isn't it? Yeah. There's a very interesting talk I saw. Got a friend, like, he spends all his time literally mixing. Like, if you phone him, he's working on session. He's in session in He's a Cubase guy as well. He's literally in session. King Droopy Errol over here in East London, and that is all he does. Because energy flows where attention goes, sort of thing. And he even stressed his point that when mixing, the mastering engineer has to leave half a decibel of headroom when mixing for stuff like Spotify and stuff like that. He maybe watched a thing on it, and as to why that mix translates better. So I know we're getting a bit too techie over here for the listeners and that, but you never know who's listening in. It's true. But then again, I got to interview Pete Ware on the show, and he proper took it technical. And that guy, I think we've
stuff.
Yeah, like yourself. And I think it's nice to actually have a show to pull technical people on, like yourself. But being a DJ as well.
Well, I think, look, when it comes to this, I'm a producer at heart, and unfortunately, in our industry, you have to revenue streams. You need to basically be a singer, or you need to be a DJ. It's as simple as that. Live entertainment.
Wow. Or you're the people that make the videos. How about that?
Yeah, but live entertainment, right? So for an artist, it's DJ singer, and I became a DJ because I've realised, look, I don't sing, I never have, I never will, but I want to make people dance with my music, so why not make people dance with my decks? So it's as simple as that. So yeah, I'm not a DJ turned producer, I'm a producer turned DJ.
Oh, salute. I had DJs who DJ did an interview recently on the show. Rajiv B, DJ Rajiv B, Be Famous. And we had this conversation. We was talking about old school Crown amplifiers. Yeah, like being an old school DJ. Have you got an experience of the old school amps?
Yeah, man, I used to carry them. I used to work as a roadie back in the day.
Yeah. That's why you're looking rather hench still. Cool.
No. I'm just starting. It's not hench, man. There's a reason why it's here, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Nah. It's all right, bro. But
nah, literally, like back in the day, I used to carry equipment for like road shows. I used to like set up rigs. I used to play doll for weddings, and I sort of climb my way up. But when I was roadieing, it helped me a lot, because it's just like, you're not a DJ, so you're just there setting up equipment, and you're sort of looking at what's working, what's not working. So just to put it, what we made now in Nibini, I was probably 15, 16 years old when I made it.
Wow.
I came out when I was 18 years old. So
wow. Salute, man. Salute. So someone, a vocalist sends over a vocal to you, right?
It is way deeper than that, bro. I need to have a connection with that person.
Deep.
If someone reaches out to me, I want to see what they're first of all, what they're into, what they're up to. what they like, what they like as a person. Can I vibe with that person?
Yeah.
If someone comes across and be like, send me a beat, I ignore it. I'm not, I'm not a like I said, make beats producer. Let's work together, respect one another, work together, vibe together. It's not I can't just work someone else with a vocal. I need to get to know what that person's about. You get me? I know it sounds a bit.
No. I think you're entirely correct. I think you can, well, okay, let's take it from another point of view. Where you have someone who's had a vocal dumped on them, and they have to produce around a vocal, you can literally tell. But where you've had a singer coming in and laying vocals to something, a backing that you've done,
Yeah.
and you can see the little nuances in that. Am I being too picky or fussy? Or am I talking at my backside over here? But I think you can tell. But where you gel together as a producer.
Yeah. Look, I've done both. I've had vocals dumped on me. I've had vocals that have come to me and I've worked on that, and I've worked with people that I've actually got to know, and we've wrote the lyrics together. I've composed it. We've done everything together. There's no right or wrong, but there's a preference. So I would pick the sort of composition, sort of the lyrics, getting to know the artist before, rather than lyrics, vocals getting sent over to me. But saying that, I've also had vocals sent to me, and I'll listen to it, and I'm like, yo, this is bad. So it's, do you know what I mean? Bad isn't good.
Sorry. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Am I getting old? It's true. I love it. Now, is there anything that I haven't asked you? I know it could sound a bit unprofessional for me, but what it is, I don't want you to think that Dav didn't ask me this and I wanted to raise this, and why did he not talk about this? Is it some burning thing that you've got in your heart that you want to get it out on RadiAsian, the #1 station for the Asian invasion?
No, man, we've covered everything. That's, listen, if you're a singer, you're a songwriter, you want to get into music, even if you want advice, hit me up, man. Like, I'm there. I'm not there to sort of like be eager. I reply to everyone. Everyone that messages me, man, I'll reply back to them. Show love. It's as simple as that.
Oh, salute, man! Salute. So your socials, bruv?
Yeah, Instagram at Jus Ritz.
Cool.
Everything Jus Ritz.
How did the name Jus Ritz come about?
So, so back in the day when we signed to the first record label, when I thought my family nickname is Ritz, right? So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna call myself DJ Ritz, because obviously I was rigging up and I was like, yo, you know what I mean? Then it was copyrighted by some guy in Canada or America, one of the two. I was trying to think of a name. I was just like, the label, like, listen, you need to think of something, man. Come on. And we had the songs ready. There was no artist name, nothing. I was like, okay. And basically, just like, okay, nothing special, just Ritz, innit? Do you know what I mean? That was my response. And they were like, that's it, just Ritz. Okay.
Salute. So, is there like a proper way of copyrighting a name? I mean, so is it like a formal process?
Yeah, the label sorted it.
I didn't even know that. See, the world of radio, we don't even know.
Copyright a pair of wings if you want to, man.
Serious?
Yeah, man.
But I think when I was young, it would have been like, you send it yourself, recorded delivery with the front page of the Times newspaper in there, and a letter, and then you handwrite whatever it is. You have a printed out signed version of the lyrics as well. And then if they open that, it's called the Dyson copyright method, but it's just some old school stuff, yeah. But it only ended up showing intention to copyright, whether to open that sealed envelope in a court of law. So we're turning it into the legal FM over here, but it's interesting to know about, can an artist actually copyright a name or protect their name? You know what I mean? Very, very interesting that you mentioned a person was it in Canada?
Yeah, there was someone there with the name of DJ Ritz, so label sorted it out. They had a legal department and stuff, so they all sorted it out.
Salute, man. Absolutely brilliant. I've sent you over a message, right? And I would like you to say this if it's possible, right? And now this one's a tongue twister, because people think, I can't believe he's done this to me live on air, right? But this is it. It's like, Yo, this is Jus Ritz, or hey, this is Jus Ritz, listening to RadiAsian, the #1 station for the Asian invasion. So then we can edit that live on radio. That'll be going out between songs. So like, I've sent it you as a message, and hopefully you can see it on the screen.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Cool.
Hey, this is Jus Ritz, and you're listening to RadiAsian, the #1 station for the Asian invasion.
Why have you just pulled it off perfectly on your first go?
Good script.
Anyone would think you were some sort of a DJ or something. I love it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Are you happy with that one?
Happy on the show, man. Big up yourself. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep interviewing people from the UK, abroad, everything. Keep it up.
Thank you, my brother, man. Now, I'd like you to introduce a track. That's another request as well. So what track do you want me to play out? I've already played out Trenate Glassi, the 2021 refix.
Yeah, you might as well play Star, which is the new song. So, this is Jus Ritz, my new song. It's called Star. Big up RadiAsian, big up yourself, and thank you for having me on. Salute, as you say.
Salute, my dear brother, man. And we support artists all throughout their career, not just because they're hot, and then we just drop them after that. May I support you. May my son support your son, or my daughter support your daughter. There you have it. RadiAsian, the #1 station for the Asian invasion. Thank you for your time, effort, wisdom, and energy, man. Now, I know you're a busy man. You got to get yourself ready for a gig.
That's it, man. I got 4 minutes. So
salute to you, bro. Jangaji Vira, Jardikala.
Thank you, bro. Take care. All the best, man. Big up.
Thank you, bro. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Perks of the job there, and RadiAsian, the #1 station for the Asian invasion, man. That is it. Absolutely loving it. We had the most amazing Jus Ritz on the show. And we did the test call with him yesterday. Let's stop the recording